Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. In this video, we are looking at the NBA slate for Sunday. We have a 6-game slate today starting at 7 p.m., so let's get started on this Mother's Day slate. As always, appreciate it if you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Starting off at point guard here, we have a couple of expensive guys we can go to, starting with Luka Doncic. Then you have Colin Sexton all the way up to $9,000. I definitely prefer Luka over Sexton on DraftKings unless Kevin Love is out, that he can make an argument to go to Sexton because Garland has already been ruled out. But 9,000 is definitely the highest price tag he's been all season. So we'll see. I'd rather go down a bit to like the Ball brothers, Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball squaring off against each other in Charlotte. Sibling rivalry, we're probably going to want to bring the best out of each other. I'm expecting both to have very good games, so I want to try to get to both of them if I can. Then you have Lonzo at $8,400. He has the easier path to have success unless Devontae Graham is out again, just because he's playing without Brennan Ingram and Zion, two very high usage players. A lot of that's going to translate to Lonzo. Struggled a bit last game against Philly. Just Ben Simmons, good defender. Embiid's a good defender. They have some tough defenders. This game's looking a bit different. Charlotte's not as good of a defensive team. Should be a bit higher scoring of a game. So I want to try to get to both of these guys. I'll go to Lonzo, and then I'll plug in LaMelo at the guard spot here. Other plays at point guard that look appealing, I'd say, are DeLon Wright, depending on if Fox is out. I like D'Angelo Russell. He got ejected last game, which is why he only played 25 minutes. But he's a guy that can get it done. And now that he's playing big minutes, unless he's not getting ejected, you should see him continue to put up high 30s, low 40s, upside in the 50s. In DraftKings points, really good matchup here against the Magic. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is probable. He's missed a lot of time, so we expect him to be limited with the Pelicans season coming to a close. Without Zion, Ingram, their playoff hopes already are pretty much dead, but they're definitely no longer in that play-in scenario. So I definitely think they'll ease him back. I don't think he's going to come out of the gates and play heavy minutes. And then the Pistons on a back-to-back. We saw them play Grant, Plumlee, Joseph yesterday. Don't know who is going to play today. They might get Diallo. They might get Josh Jackson back, who's been dealing with a very severe tooth injury for the past few games. But depending on what guys are active, I can't really touch on any of these Pistons guys. I don't want to pay $6K for Joseph. I don't want to pay $5K plus for like Killian Hayes. He's just really struggling his rookie year. Really struggling to shoot the basketball. He seems to be even afraid to take some shots at times. Hopefully he gets better as he gets some more experience, but it's been a tough rookie season for him. I'd rather go to like Bledsoe. He played 40 minutes without Ingram and Zion last game. That should come down a bit with Alexander Walker back, but I still expect him to play mid-30s in minutes and be a good value play. And then Rubio starting to turn it around near the end of the year. Been playing a lot better, been playing good minutes, and they are missing McDaniels, which doesn't change a lot for Rubio, but just might give him some extra minutes. And then for value, you can maybe look to Alex Caruso if you wanted to. With Kuzma doubtful, they are gonna need some other guys to step up. Shooting guard, there's not a ton here that looks great. Like Sexton's expensive, Levine is very expensive. Edwards looks good, he's expensive as well. If Fox is back, then I can't pay that much for Buddy Hield. I'm looking at like D'Angelo Russell, DeLon Wright, depending on Fox News. Looking a bit cheaper here, if we can go to Bledsoe at this position at $5,600, that looks pretty good to me. We can go to Terrence Davis or Dwayne Bacon. Bacon looks better if Fox is back. Then if Fox is back, I'm not going to pay $51 for Davis. And then you can go to Marshall, which will start again today. You can go to Okoro if you wanted to. I would like Marshall more than Okoro. And that's the main guys here. For punt plays, it's like Martin at 4K. And then it could potentially be McLemore if they're without Caruso and without Kuzma. Small forward, Luka is 11,000. He's facing off against the Cavs again. He only played 3 quarters against them last game because it was a blowout. I think you can go up to him if you wanted to, or you can go with some savings here. Like Sadiq Bey is up to 69, so even if they're missing a couple guys, I don't think that's a great price tag. I like going a guy like Chetty Osman. He's only $5,800, assuming Kevin Love sits again, which definitely with the season coming down, they don't really have a lot of incentive to win. They could just hold him out for a couple games. But Osman, 58, he's been playing a lot more minutes. Without Garland, should continue to get heavy minutes. And if there's no Kevin Love, his minutes will be even higher. And he loves to shoot the ball. They're going to need somebody else to step up besides Colin Sexton. Definitely can be Chetty Osman today. And then for other guys that look appealing here are Marshall, 47, Bacon maybe at $5,200. And then it's Patrick Williams at $4,300. And then for value, it's James Johnson, 38, and Wancho, just without McDaniels, is going to get you at least mid-20s in minutes. And he can get hot from 3, so he looks fine. At power forward, you can go all the way up here if you wanted to for Anthony Davis. 10-3, so we need at least like 60 out of him. You can also save some money and go to a PJ Washington. Save a little bit more and go to Bagley at only $6,200. He only played limited minutes last game. Not sure if he got hurt or what happened, because he was coming off of his best game, probably of his career, with 31 and 12. I would go right back to him if Fox is out. And then you can go to probably one of my favorite value plays is Vanderbilt. He's $4,100. He's gonna start at the 4 again today. Played 35 minutes last game. Should get you good minutes here. He's a good defensive player, and he's a guy that has a chance to get a double-double just because he gets good rebounds and he can get you some easy baskets near the rim. At center, there's a couple of spend-ups. You have Towns and Vooch and Davis. I think I like Bamba the most at $7,000, though. We just got word that Wendell Carter is out today, so expect Bamba to play mid-30s in minutes again and continue to dominate not only the boards, but get you a bunch of blocks, steals, get you some points as well in this great matchup against the Timberwolves. Should be super fast-paced, high-scoring, which is a game where could see Bamba get a bunch of rebounding opportunities, and I'm expecting him to do some good things in this game at only $7,000. And then last but not least here, I think if you wanted to go with a value play, it will be James Johnson for me. He's only $3,800, should continue to get good minutes just without Ingram and without Zion. At least like 25 up to closer to 30, depending on if he's playing well or not. And the matchup is just a lot better than it was against Philly. Expecting a lot of these Pelicans guys to have good games today. So looking at this slate, a lot of the early games I have a lot of interest in, especially that Pelicans-Hornets game, and then the Magic-Timberwolves game looks very good. On DraftKings, let's take a look at FanDuel. Okay, I had FanDuel. Point guard plays, Luka, 10-6. He looks fine if you wanted to go all the way up for him. Other guys I like are both of the Ball brothers. Lonzo's 8K, LaMelo's 77. And then I'd go down to like a Rubio or a Cole Anthony as potential value plays. I'm going to go ahead and put in Lonzo again, just expecting him to have a very good game today. He has shown 60-point upside recently. Could it be a spot where he gets you at least high 50s, maybe even 60 plus if he has like a big game in steals. Good spot. Should continue to shoot a ton today. Hopefully makes his threes. Shooting guard, it's a lot better to get to like Colin Sexton here on FanDuel, 77. I like Russell, similarly priced, but he healed as well, depending on Fox. And then you can go down to Rozier at 7,000. And then you can go to Tim Hardaway. He's been shooting lights out from 3 recently. Hopefully he stays hot. Probably will against Cleveland. And then Bledsoe looks pretty appealing at only $5,800. Just the way he's been playing and how many minutes he should play today looks good for him. And then for punt play, it's Talen Horton-Tucker, 4,000 if he does suit up. Especially with that Kuzma, we'll get a lot more offensive opportunities. Small forward, not a lot of pay-ups here. You have Edwards as the only guy, and he's $8,800, so that's tough to get to. I like Sadiq Bey a lot more. He's $6,200. I'll rock with Chetty Osman. On FanDuel as well at 57, assuming Kevin Love sits again. He looks very good. And then you have Dort at 49, but the Thunder just been playing a lot of guys. Nobody's been playing big minutes for the team. So it's kind of tough unless you think Dort's going to go off in like 28 minutes. I'd rather go to like Marshall. I'd rather go to maybe KCP if they're very shorthanded today, which it does look like they will be. Power forward can go up for a Davis. You can save some money and go to a PJ Washington, 7,000. I like Washington more than Bagley, more than Baisley. Stewart, depending on if Plumlee sits again today on a back-to-back. And you can go with Sekou. You can go with Vanderbilt. I like Vanderbilt more than Sekou. And then James Johnson is kind of pricey. He's still playable, but I'd rather go up a little bit more. So I'll go with PJ Washington on FanDuel. Good matchup here. Just without Zion, he's going to be matched up now with like Marshall and James Johnson, who's a good defender, but Washington definitely has some size over James Johnson. And then at center, I'm going to go with Mo Bamba again. You can make an argument to go with like Towns or Vooch, but I just love the way Bamba's been playing. He gets you good minutes, and I'm expecting another good matchup. Another good game out of him in this good matchup. So that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck today, and I'll see you all next time.